Arsenal have made Michael Olise a top long-term attacking target. Sources have confirmed the club is preparing for a move in the summer of 2026, valued at over £100 million. The financial package is reportedly an initial £80 million with £25 million in achievable add-ons and a salary of over £250,000 a week. Sources close to the player insist he is happy and settled in Bavaria, but would seriously consider Arsenal if a clear opportunity for a move arose in 18 months' time, and that his representatives are aware of the interest. Bayern have no intention of considering approaches in January, as senior figures at the Allianz Arena view Olise as central to Vincent Kompany's project and are not concerned about his contract running until 2029. A mid-season sale is not being considered, and Bayern will make efforts to keep him. According to Caught Offside, Arsenal have become contenders to sign Bayern Munich winger Michael Olise, who has also been monitored by Liverpool and Man U. Olise is a 23-year-old French international who joined Bayern in July 2024 and is under contract until 2029. He has 6 goals and 7 assists in 11 appearances in the Bundesliga season. The winger has 13 caps and 4 goals for France. According to Transfermarkt, Olise has a current market value of €130 million. Arsenal are unlikely to sign Victor Valdepenas from Real Madrid because he was given an improved contract that includes a €50 million release clause. Arsenal are unlikely to sign Victor Valdepenas from Real Madrid because he was given an improved contract that includes a €50 million release clause. Arsenal have been monitoring the development of Real Madrid's Victor Valdepenas for some time. Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen are also interested in the Spain youth international. To date, Real Madrid have not yet received an offer for the versatile defender, with interest expected to become more concrete in the summer. Valdepenas' preference is to stay at Real Madrid, but there is an awareness that it has been difficult for Castilla players to consistently gain a place in the first team in recent years. Currently, there are no new developments in the situation. According to journalist Carlo Pellegatti, Milan may find it difficult to resist the temptation of selling Davide Bartasaghi, given that the homegrown player would represent pure profit to the Rossoneri. Pellegatti said that the Bartasaghi situation is worrying him because he has read that English teams, especially Arsenal, are closely monitoring the player. He expressed his fear that if English clubs attempt to sign Bartasaghi, the temptation of the potential capital gain would be too strong. According to Italian media, Arsenal are interested in AC Milan youngster Davide Bartasaghi. Calcio Mercato reports that Arsenal are monitoring the emerging talent. According to reports from Italy, Arsenal are interested in 19-year-old Italian defender Davide Bartasaghi of AC Milan as the club prepares for potential January additions. Journalist Carlo Pellegatti, speaking on his YouTube channel as reported by Milan News, confirmed that the player is on Arsenal's radar. Pellegatti clarified that, while there have been no offers yet for Bartasaghi, who is under contract until 2030, he is being followed by the Premier League club. He also stated that some Arsenal scouts are expected to be at the Allianz Stadium on Sunday evening to watch Bartasaghi, who is in line for a rare start against Juventus. Pellegatti described the situation as a rumor, noting that it doesn't mean a transfer will happen, but does indicate that at least one team is showing significant interest in the player. The defender has a current market value of €1.8 million, according to Transfermarkt. Karim Adeyemi. Transfer from Borussia Dortmund to Arsenal. According to the Mirror, Karim Adeyemi has told Borussia Dortmund that he would like to join Arsenal next summer, and a price of €85 million has subsequently been set for him. The report also mentions significant interest from Manchester United. Arsenal admire Borussia Dortmund forward Karim Adeyemi. According to the Mirror, Adeyemi has clarified that Arsenal is his preferred next destination should he leave Dortmund. Manager Mikel Arteta considers Adeyemi the ideal right-wing upgrade for Reiss Nelson. Arsenal will likely need to sell players before approving a move for Adeyemi. Alternatively, Arsenal could wait until the end of the season, when his price might drop, and would have an advantage if Adeyemi remains keen on a move to the Emirates. Arsenal FC is monitoring Karim Adeyemi's situation, and Manchester United is also interested in the player. Adeyemi's contract with Borussia Dortmund runs until 2027. Borussia Dortmund wants to extend the contract, but Adeyemi is only willing to consider an extension with a release clause. While Borussia Dortmund generally rejects such a clause, the club is reportedly open to discussions for a sum of 80 million euros. The club would expect a similar sum if Adeyemi does not extend his contract. The outlet Team Talk reports that Arsenal is interested in Karim Adeyemi and has made contact with his agent, Jorge Mendes. Coach Mikel Arteta reportedly sees Adeyemi as a perfect alternative to Bukayo Saka. According to the report, Adeyemi's representatives have signaled that he can imagine a move to England, and he is said to prefer London over Manchester, making Arsenal the preferred destination. Antoine Semenyo, the 25-year-old Bournemouth winger who has been one of the Premier League's most influential attacking players this season, is at the center of one of the most compelling transfer sagas ahead of the January 2026 window. Semenyo's contract extension at Bournemouth includes a £65 million release clause that is only active for the first 2 weeks of the January transfer window, after which the clause will drop in value, but the sale becomes subject to negotiation and the club's willingness to sell mid-season. Several top clubs across the Premier League are interested in activating this clause, with Manchester City and Manchester United emerging as the leading contenders who have already begun direct talks with his representatives, indicating clear interest in securing his signature early in the window. Liverpool are also being linked more strongly than before. Initially, their pursuit was cautious, but a potential long-term injury to striker Alexander Isak could prompt them to enter the race actively and challenge for Semenyo's signature. Additionally, Tottenham Hotspur have shown interest, but are widely viewed as outside favorites, and Semenyo himself is reported to have politely rejected approaches from some clubs in favor of focusing on moves to one of the season's top contenders. In that broad Premier League scramble, Arsenal's involvement appears conditional rather than proactive. According to recent reports, Arsenal are monitoring Semenyo's situation, but are not expected to launch a bid in January unless they first facilitate the sale of one of their own wide attackers. As things stand, neither Gabriel Martinelli nor Leandro Trossard are expected to leave, meaning Arsenal's transfer plans for Semenyo this winter are unlikely to materialize. This aligns with wider coverage, suggesting that despite Arsenal's interest in bolstering their forward options and prior scouting of Semenyo, the club's immediate winter transfer strategy is relatively quiet, and that they may instead focus on potential summer opportunities when more definitive space in the squad could open up. Daily Cannon. Arsenal news set to be an intense four-way battle among Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, and possibly Tottenham, while Arsenal sit on the periphery for now, prepared to act only if their own squad business clears the way. The timing and activation of Semenyo's release clause, and how quickly one firm bid materializes, will likely determine where he ends up this winter, with a decision expected early in the window. TalkSport. Ousmane Dembélé, the 28-year-old French winger currently at Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, has emerged as an intriguing potential target for Arsenal, amid increasing speculation in the January 2026 transfer window. Dembélé enjoyed a spectacular 2024-25 season, scoring 35 goals and contributing 16 assists across all competitions to help PSG win the Ligue 1 title and their first UEFA Champions League, and was subsequently crowned the best FIFA Men's Player of the Year and Ballon d'Or winner, a rare peak for his career after earlier ups and downs at Barcelona. Recent reports suggest that Dembélé has grown unhappy at PSG, partly due to his usage under coach Luis Enrique this season, where he has not been guaranteed a starting role despite his elite pedigree. This dissatisfaction has attracted renewed interest from Arsenal, who have monitored the French international for some time, and could see him as a versatile attacking option, capable of playing on the left wing or centrally, roles the Gunners' value as they look to boost creativity and goal threat. However, PSG are reportedly in a strong negotiating position to demand a significant transfer fee if they were to sell, given Dembélé's contract and status as a key player, and no concrete move has been confirmed yet. At this stage, the link remains speculative rather than definitive, with interest rekindled by the player's unsettled situation rather than any public offer. And Arsenal would likely have to compete with other top clubs financially and sporting-wise to secure such a high-profile signing. Rodrigo Mendoza's reported link to Arsenal fits very closely with the club's long-term recruitment strategy under Mikel Arteta, which prioritizes young, technically gifted players who can be developed into system-perfect starters rather than immediate superstars. The 20-year-old Elche midfielder has been on Arsenal's radar due to his excellent ball control, press resistance, positional intelligence, and progressive passing, qualities that align well with Arteta's emphasis on control in midfield phases. Mendoza is most comfortable as a number 8, but he can also operate slightly deeper or higher, offering tactical flexibility, something Arsenal value highly given their rotating midfield roles, alongside players like Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. Scouts reportedly admire his decision-making under pressure, ability to carry the ball through midfield lines, and composure for his age, though he is still physically developing and would initially be viewed as a rotation or development player rather than a guaranteed starter. Financially, the move is considered realistic because his release clause is believed to be around 20 million euros, a fee Arsenal could activate without disrupting their wage structure or long-term planning. However, despite the interest, no formal bid has been submitted, and most indications suggest Arsenal would prefer to continue monitoring his progress and revisit the deal in the summer window, unless injuries or unexpected departures force earlier action. Overall, Mendoza represents a low-risk, high-upside investment, a player who could grow into a key first-team contributor over time if he adapts well to the Premier League's physical and tactical demands. Rodrigo Mendoza's reported link to Arsenal fits very closely with the club's long-term recruitment strategy under Mikel Arteta, which prioritizes young, technically gifted players who can be developed into system-perfect starters rather than immediate superstars. The 20-year-old Elche midfielder has been on Arsenal's radar due to his excellent ball control, press resistance, positional intelligence, and progressive passing, qualities that align well with Arteta's emphasis on control in midfield phases. Mendoza is most comfortable as a number 8, but he can also operate slightly deeper or higher, offering tactical flexibility, something Arsenal value highly given their rotating midfield roles alongside players like Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. Scouts reportedly admire his decision-making under pressure, ability to carry the ball through midfield lines, and composure for his age, though he is still physically developing and would initially be viewed as a rotation or development player rather than a guaranteed starter. Financially, the move is considered realistic because his release clause is believed to be around 20 million euros, a fee Arsenal could activate without disrupting their wage structure or long-term planning. However, despite the interest, no formal bid has been submitted, and most indications suggest Arsenal would prefer to continue monitoring his progress and revisit the deal in the summer window unless injuries or unexpected departures force earlier action. Overall, Mendoza represents a low-risk, high-upside investment, a player who could grow into a key first-team contributor over time if he adapts well to the Premier League's physical and tactical demands.